Hello again everyone, Andrew and Gray back again with some more Factorio. So, before what we had is we just set up the electric. We've got all these, we've got our coal being mined automatically, and then the rest of them we've all got coal based. So let's finished, we'll get those 23 out of there. And what we were talking about doing is automating this so it doesn't run out of power. So what we can do is, rather than having this just go into a box, we need some transport belts. It needs quite a bit of iron for that, so what we'll do is we'll go and grab, as you see, the iron out of here. I'll just pop another stack in there and get it burning. Because I want a fair few, we need some more stone. We need 5 of these for one of the smelters. 5, I think stone furnaces, smelter, same thing. Pop that in there, put in some fuel and there we go. We've got them on the go now, producing these iron plates. Loads and loads of coal. What we'll do is, because we've got one of these free, we'll just pop that there as well. I like the word pop. Put down that and put some coal in it, and there we go. We've got 2 of these, so we've got a good supply of iron ore. Let's grab that. And let's build all 17 of those. We also need to produce an inserter. Inserter runs off electric. You can do it beforehand with a burner inserter, and that will uses coal to power itself. But we've skipped that because we've gone for power straight away. So for these we need iron plates and copper plates. How are we doing for cut up 37, which is enough? Because we've got 2 of those, let's get those and let's build let's build all of them. So where they're doing it in our inventory. Oh, by the way, the sound levels before, I realised they didn't change when I was playing around with them in just the mining sound. It's because I was turning down the master volume rather than the in-game volume, but I don't think it was too bad, so we've left it. What we're going to do is get rid of this box, and you'll see it's just mining it out onto the floor, and then it stops because it's got nowhere to put it. We have now built these transport belts, and we will put a transport belt there, and it mines directly onto the transport belt and outputs onto it. What we will do is bring these belts down to about here, and then we will grab an inserter. You'll see when we grab anything that powers by electric, you get this light blue squares, and that's wherever has power to it due to the pylons that you've placed. So we'll see where I actually wanted to put it, we've got no power, so that's not great, is it? For now, what we'll do is we'll just have it 1 extra down, just to save us having to put an extra. Now when we place these, what are they called, arms, inserters, you see there's 2 sides, and one is that bar side, yellow bar, and the other one is the arrow. The bar is where it's getting items from, and the arrow is where it's going to place that item. So if you pop it there, as you see, it's taking it from the conveyor belt and placing it behind it. Great. We also, now we're doing iron plates, have access to the iron chest, which holds a lot more, well, a lot, it holds significantly, it's enough to make a difference, more items in it. Let's have one of these burning copper and one of those smelting iron. So let's build one of these iron chests, and we'll pop that just in front. So what that's going to do now is, as this mines coal, it's going to go on the conveyor belt. The conveyor belt is going to bring it down to this arm. The arm is then going to load it into the chest. And there we go. That's our first bit of automation. The next bit, we need another 2 of these arms, so that'll bring it up to 6. And the plan is, we want all across where these are, we want a conveyor belt. Then we want a conveyor belt next to the chest. And then we want to have an inserter taking it out of the chest and on, there we go, like that. And the idea here is obviously this is going to get full, which will then prevent that arm from going onto this conveyor belt, but we'll still have it being stacked into the chest by the arm, so we're not limiting our miner from a certain output. There we go. So that there should always now be something in this chest to go onto this conveyor belt when we need it. We do have an extra 5 inserters that I said we needed. What we're going to do is to take this from the belt and put it into each of these boilers. Now we've got the little icon there saying there's got no power, so what we'll do is we'll put a pylon here which covers all of those, and there we go. So whenever these get low on, well, get below 5 bits of coal in them, those arms are going to load another piece of coal into the boiler, so we should always have power there. For now, if we hover over our steam engine, we see the available performance, that's how much power output it's got, and then its current performance, which means how much we're drawing from it. So we're well within what it's able to provide. And again, if you click on one of these pylons, you get to see over time how much energy we're producing, 96.8 kilowatts, and how many we're consuming. So you're producing the same amount as you consume, which is good. Excuse me for one moment. Right. Let's close that down. We'll see we've run out of coal here, so we'll just top it up. Top that one up at the same time. I have no doubt that our copper is all by now, so walk to our gold. How much copper we've got? There we go, run out of few. Let's put 50 of those in, but we do have a significant amount of copper, so let's grab a few stacks of that. Run to our main. And while this is enough coal, our coal needs to grow. So let's build another 3 of these auto electric. 3 is probably overkill for now, but at least we've got it set up and ready. That's the first one. What we'll do is we'll put one directly opposite, and that's going to have 18k worth of coal. There we go, that's for mining, and we'll put one down here which has got 8k worth of coal. And you'll see that both sides of the conveyor belt are filling up now. So that's going to pile up, and the arm's going to have its work cut out for it. It'll get backed up. And here, and we'll just place this on this side. Lay some more track, and as you see, it's saying it's got no power. We'll place a cable here. Place one there, because we're not going to need another one at the top. There we go. There's plenty of coal coming in, going across. Let's just automate this next. So iron's really, really important. You want to have plenty of iron going. So we'll use 2 of these for now, 2 of the automator. And we'll get rid of this because we've got enough iron to set this up. So that's a load of coal we've got, and then a load of iron ore as well. As you see, all this is backing up now. The arms always take it from the right hand side first, and then the left hand if there's nothing in the right hand section. I don't know why, they just do. As you see, coal's building up nicely. So coal production, there's no problem with that. And we'll do a similar thing with the iron. I think we'll do one there and one there. And we'll do a few of those. what we are seeing is I've built these blockers. Now I can easily move that, so let's knock those down and we get the contents. What we're going to do with the iron is iron ore by itself, unrefined, isn't very useful. So we will put this directly into a smelter, I think. What we will do is, because this is it's not a massive field but it's a fair size, let's have plenty of room and let's have it turn in this corner and going down here. Okay. We may want to redistribute it at some time if we expand our operation. So we will build another one of these boxes. We will get 2 of these. And we will also set up these up here, these smelters. Just so we've got them if we need it. As you see, all these are backing up now. So the coal is backing up on here. This one is on and off producing as this conveyor belt gets full, and these 2 have completely stopped because it literally can't fit any more onto that conveyor belt. While we're figuring out what we're going to do down here, you'll see it's complaining it's got no power, so what we need to do is get our power cables and get them to run down. You'll see after a certain point there you've got the line between the 2 power cables, the copper wiring, and then at a certain point it loses it. So we will need to make sure it's getting power. One there, and we'll put one on the other side as well. There we are, so both of these are getting power. There's our iron ore being mined. Well, similar as before here, we'll take the ore from there, put it into a chest, and then the plan is to take the ore back out of it and put it there again. And what we'll do is we'll try and make sure that both of those are covered. And there we go, that'll, while we're building the rest of it, start building up a bit of a stockpile in this chest here. So, from there what we want to do is smelt it. And to smelt it we need more of these stone furnaces. And because iron, as I mentioned, is super important, we need a lot of them. So let's start. Pick broke. So let's build another 2 of those. You'll notice that if you build more than one, it stacks down in your inventory, your held item. So usually, because we're not going to be doing a whole lot of manual digging, you don't need that many in your inventory. I'm going to go for about 30 minutes with this video, see how you guys feel about the extra duration, because I realised last time we didn't get an awful lot done. By the way, these electric miners take up a fair bit of power. So we've got enough for 5. I think we're going to go for 8. So we need 40 stone. And because that was really boring to do, what we will do, wrong way, we will put a couple of those 2 coal miners that were there. We'll also put a few of those down. We will get a arm we need, so let's make sure these are smelting. We will get this arm and we'll put it into a wooden box. Complaining we need power, so let's take the power from here to there. Oh yeah, and we've got, now we could automate the coal being put in. This isn't a final solution, so we'll just manually load it. And what we should see is the stone coming off both of these and then into the wooden box. Let's bother mining all that again. We do need some more conveyor belts, so we'll get on to crafting them. And we'll start laying them. Now I did say we were doing those for these furnaces, and we will build all 8. Again, 8 might be overkill, but with that I think it's best to be safe than sorry. And the plan is to have these pretty much straight away. So we will put one there, and I'm leaving it for a reason. Oh, that's another nice thing, the conveyor belts along with it. A bit of walking. Not that you mind. There's no reason to save walking. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Then we are going to need a lot more of these inserters. We're going to need one on each side of these. So just do that. Now, as you notice, this is fine. It's filling up with iron quite nicely. But you all need coal as well to power these, don't we? That's where this comes in again. So let's get enough to build 2 inserters for now. And we want to be taking coal out of this stockpile and onto a conveyor belt. And this is where your planning comes in on how you're going to lay everything out. Because otherwise, and this is usually the case from what I've seen, you can make a right mess of where everything goes. So what we want is we want the coal. See, and that happens depending on how you lay all this out. Depends where the arms put it. Now the idea for this is we're going to have coal and ore going down the same route, but because of how we had it set up previously, you see we've got ore going on the side where the coal's going now. So if we stand here and press F, it just grabs what's around you. So if we keep on pressing F until the coal is at the end, and then what we can do is come back here and all that ore we can just put into the chest. There we go. Okay, so we've got ore and we've got coal coming down here. I said we needed a lot more of these. We'll make the 6 that we've got. There's some copper, which isn't an issue. And what we will do is we'll go here and we'll take out 50 of our ore and place it in here and get some. What we shall do is we'll get both of them working on this for now, just so we can build everything we need. So while that's doing its thing, what we want to do is take items from this belt and put it into each of these furnaces. And if we stagger it, then if one of them can't get it, the other one can. Need to make at least one more of them. Well, for that side. We'll now power it. So we need, let's do 10 of those, which will get us 20. And we want to make sure as we can with a single one, so we'll put one there, and that powers all of that. We'll put one there as well. So there it goes, all the way busy, putting ore and coal into each one of these. Now at the moment, we'll have these first lot usually running all the time, and these ones at the end will only run when they have the raw materials provided. Because of the speed of this at the moment, it's not going to be that often because these front ones are going to need it more. But as we up the speed of this and maybe up the amount of ore we're providing, then it's going to utilise them all further. Okay, we've got these producing iron plates. What are we going to do with those? Is iron plates are important, so we need somewhere to store the outputs. So I need 5, 6, 7, 8 and then 9. Excuse me a second. Do 10 because you can never have enough really. Excuse me a second, I'm going to have a coughing fit. Thank you. What we want to do is take items out of these furnaces and put them somewhere. We need a lot more of these as well. Where we're going to put them with conveyor belts, and we're going to put them across here. So I'll just make sure it's coming from both sides. Just short. There we go. Again, let's power these. So I'll put one there, and we will put one there, and on this side. So there we go. Input into the furnaces, into the smelters furnaces, and then they're producing. As they produce, it gets taken out, put on these conveyor belts, and collects here. From here, we want to take them off the conveyor belt and put them. I need some iron because we hit F and it collects what's nearby. And we'll just pop it into one of these. Again, we need power. We'll put a final power cable there. And there we go. Automated iron plates. So one of the first sub goals we've got is to create a lab which allows you to research better technologies. Now in a lab it uses science packs as fuel, and as you see this red science pack, the basic one, needs copper and iron gears made out of iron to produce some things. So shall we first of all, we'll make a temporary lab for now. So while we've got the 15 copper needed, we also need some steel. We need 36 of those. Look at that, 50 straight away. So we will build one of those. As you see, only for these first few furnaces are actually doing anything, just because we've not got enough ore coming out of that box to get to the later ones. What's our power supply like? Well, as you see, we're getting towards the upper end of what it's capable of, just because we've got all these being produced. Maybe what we need to do is create another steam engine. So we'll create a new steam engine, and we'll just put it on the end of that one. And while it requires more water to power two of them, you'll see the performance then goes down, which because we're producing more electric to provide power to all these other devices we've now got. Excellent. So science thing, we'll just plonk it here for now, and you get the research tab out. What we want is to have one of these assembling machines so we can automate production, and you can see as you go along these are all the different items we can research, ending in rocket silos right down at the bottom there. So you'll see this needs 10 of the red level 1 science packs to research, and it takes 10 seconds for each one it consumes. So it's going to take us 100 seconds to research this, assuming we have the science packs. That's what we want. We'll click research. Now obviously without providing with any of these science packs, it's useless. We've got enough copper, we just need iron plates. what we'll do is we'll go here, we'll grab our 76 iron plates, and we'll make 10 of these. As you see, it takes a little while down in this corner. This is what our manual production line, as it were. It takes a little while for them to be built. So this is the first step in automation. We've got a good supply, well, we've got a good system here. We've got coal coming in from our coal mine. We've got iron coming in from our 2 mines. They're going into this box first. We could hook it up directly, but it's there just in case we do need to output it to another source at any stage. It's going on this belt, it's bringing these. Admittedly, it's not providing it with enough ore to keep these fully utilised, but it's there for future. And then that's all outputting onto this conveyor belt system and producing plates going into this chest, which was a lot quicker doing it all as before. We'll get what we had from here and then we'll just dismantle these because we don't need them. We only need it for the copper. And the plan is to automate the copper next in the same way. So we've got our science packs. We'll go into here and we'll load the science packs in there, and there we go. You'll see it straight away going up and researching this automation. And you'll see up in the top right hand corner as well, that's our status. You can build more of these labs to quicken the experience. There we go. Just plates are just wonderful. I don't think we need more of this at the moment because you see the conveyor belt, the input to the chest is full still, so we don't need more. We just need it to output maybe a little bit quicker, and you can do that. Excuse me. And we'll wait for automation to be finished. We'll leave off for the next video. While it's doing, just go over our copper and get. We've not run out of yet of coal. We're on the brink of doing, so we'll get that. We'll get a stack of that just in case we need it. So I think we need to automating resell. Might be a bit more challenging. There we go, and we've researched automation. I think the next thing we want to research is logistics, which will give us underground belts, fast inserters, I wonder if that could be useful, and splitters. So we shall start research on that. It won't progress because we've not loaded it with any of these science packs. As you can see, we need 20 science packs and it takes 15 seconds per unit. So it takes slightly longer. So we'll click research because that's what I want next, and I shall see you in the next video and go from there. Thank you very much for watching.